I have been doing improv for a little over 12 years, and my very first time coming to Richmond from Harrisonburg was my very first time doing this big festival called Festivus. We perform shows, we do workshops, all that kind of stuff. And I met my friend Michael at the very first one that I attended. And he and I just immediately became really good friends, and he was someone I always looked for every single year. He was the kind of performer that when you were on stage with him, he did his best to make sure you looked good. And he was so generous with his time and with his energy that you always felt at ease with him. It was instant trust, because improv really relies on trust. About 2 years ago, he posted an email saying that he had been diagnosed with a glioblastoma and that it was terminal. And he said he had about a year left. So his last wish was to go to Festivus in December. That year he was in a wheelchair because the tumor had robbed him of just about everything, really. And we wanted to make sure that he felt included, and we really wanted to see him on stage one last time. And so we wheeled him up on stage for our set, and as soon as we started, he just exploded. It was glorious to see how he just took all the energy he had and focused it outward and toward us on the stage and to the audience, and it was so moving to see him be so bright when, he was in a wheelchair and all that other stuff had been robbed, but he still had his mind and he could play, because improv is play. The next May, we heard the news that he died, and we knew it was coming, but that doesn't make it any easier. The loss was pretty profound for me, because he was my friend. He was my improv friend. I waited for him every year. And so I wasn't sure what it was going to feel like doing our first show without him. And one of our members, when we came out on stage, one of the members said, MJC would not want us to be crying, but he would love a rousing huzzah. And so we'd huzzah, and the whole audience did that. And then we started. And it was the second best set we'd ever done, only eclipsed by the one the year before. But he was with us. Just the legacy that he left behind of kindness and resilience, and you can get through this with trust and with your friends. It was that kind of first step healing with our first year being without him. Do what makes you smile. Self-care is a part of resilience. Have a moment to just indulge in joy and happiness. Play is a form of self-care. It's unbridled joy. You are not being asked to be anything other than who you are right at that moment. Play isn't just for children. Adults lose that, and they think that they have to be so serious, but you don't. You can play until you're 99.